Did you find Shawn more sexually attractive than Nick?
I had wandering eyes, so I had to think for myself, why do I have wandering eyes? Sometimes, we all make mistakes, and sometimes we just want to go for the first shiny thing. Yeah.
Was that a hard decision to make?
It was hard. I'm not gonna lie. It was I think the first heartbreak I've ever felt in my life. I think so.
Welcome back to another episode of Reality. I know I've been gone for a while, but you remember I told you I was working on this special project. You've probably seen it by now, Life After Love Island on Channel 4, my first ever documentary, which you can watch on all 4 and the Channel 4 YouTube channel. I am so proud with some of the islanders and how they were just open really about their circumstances and how they've gone back to their day jobs and everything. You can also watch this, by the way, on TV on Channel 4 on the 10th of January. At 11 p.m, I believe, so make sure you catch that. But look, reality TV, the year is not done yet, and there's one show that has captured my heart. Too Hot to Handle. FYI, this is the first time I've ever watched Too Hot to Handle, and I have been blown away. The storylines are just giving. The casting, giving. The men, giving. And the women. Everyone. But right now, I am joined by one of the winners. Jawahir, everybody. Hi. You were literally glowing. I said to you when you walked in, I like this. Is this a blazer?
It's a blazer, yeah.
And I like how you've got the brown underneath and it really works well with your skin tone. And you've got the glasses as well. Because remember you said, should I keep the glasses on? And I said, I think you should keep them on. I think it's quite elegant. I think it's quite beautiful. I think it's quite sexy.
Oh my God.
What do you reckon? Do you agree with me?
I agree. I feel like it makes me look like a hard school teacher.
yeah.
Sit down, children.
Literally.
Raise your fingers if you have a question. Let's go.
The naughty school teacher like you were in the show.
Yeah, that one. The rule breaker teacher.
Literally. Now, like I said, this was my first time watching Too Hot to Handle, and I was just blown away by the big personalities, the characters. And when I first saw you from the beginning, I said, this girl is going to cause trouble. You said, you were like the naughty devil from the get-go. You said you wanted your Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
You were out here to have fun. And I felt like you brought the right energy. But at that moment in time, you thought this show was called Wild Love.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
I did not expect to be on Too Hot to Handle.
What did you think you were walking into? So you thought you were walking into a different concept. You thought that you were going to be able to kiss, and you thought you were going to be able to have beep.
Oh, beep, to have sex, you mean? Oh. I thought it was like wild love and we're going to have fun. Yeah. We're going to meet new singles. Obviously, looking for Michael B. Jordan still.
Yep.
But I did not expect it to be Too Hard to Handle. And actually, the first time that I had of Too Hard to Handle was a week before I went on the show.
Wow.
So before that, I've never even watched Too Hard to Handle.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah.
You must have been blown away. To be fair, you were, because when it was announced that you were on Too Hot to Handle, you were literally crying. And I was like, damn, girl, do you love kissing and sex that much?
I actually do, but who doesn't, Will?
Who doesn't? Yeah. Now, when you obviously in the beginning said that you wanted your Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
And when you started to gravitate towards Nigel, I was like, it makes sense. I can see that this is very much her type. How was that for you? Obviously, he is your type, isn't he?
He's definitely my type, but you can see, obviously, Nigel wasn't interested in me, and I was just there, please acknowledge the fact that I'm here. Come on, Nigel, please. But yeah, unfortunately, he didn't, so that really hurt.
Yeah, because I remember that you were putting in a shift for Nigel, actually.
Yeah.
You were trying to make it work. You were trying to make it known. You were like, I want him to be mine. And then Kayla kind of interjected, and then she kissed him and everything. And I was like, oh, people are just kind of making their mark. But when you first walked in, so he was number one. Did you have any other options? Let's just take a step back and think as though this was the beginning for you. So did you look at all the guys and think, there's a big selection for me here, or was he the main one?
He was the main one. Yeah. It was just Nigel and just Nigel alone.
Really?
Did I have a number two? I think my number two would probably been, I don't know.
What about Seb?
Seb was like a little fun little toy on the side to make Nigel jealous at the time. Hear it. But he's an amazing person. I love Seb. I really do.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I actually made a TikTok video about this. Mm-hmm. You were one of the biggest rule breakers in that place. You know you were, right? You know you were.
I was. Yeah. I was. Sorry, guys.
And I'm pretty sure that you were breaking rules with Seb quite early on. Was it episode 1 even?
Yeah, episode 1.
Yeah.
When we had that little chat on the beach. Where he was telling me the Spanish words and I was telling him the Swahili words.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Lana says, look, there's a $200,000 prize. Just don't kiss, don't touch, don't have sex. You must not love money because you were literally kissing left, right, and center. But you made your mark. You said, look, I'm here to have fun. And you did it and you enjoyed it.
Exactly.
So did you feel guilty at all? Like with the rule breaking?
I did feel guilty, especially like when you win and you're like, oh shit, all this time me and Nick have been spending the money that we are going to win.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but...
You must have regretted it towards the end and been like, oh, gosh, I mean, like we could have actually had at least 150K.
Exactly. But I think it's all worth it. Like, who would like want to watch a show that where like there's no rule break and everyone's just saying so neatly and not doing anything? Like, it wouldn't be a fun show to watch. Yeah. To me especially.
Exactly. Yeah. And then there was Nick as well. Nick, I feel like Nick, you and Nick started to see each other and gain interest in each other quite early on.
Yes, quite early on.
Quite early on. And I feel like I started to see the sexual tension quite early on.
Definitely. At first, like, my whole attention was on Nigel and I didn't really, like, think of Nick that way. And then we had a conversation and he sung for me and I was just like...
Wow.
Hold on, wait a minute. Where did this one come from? Yeah.
And it's interesting because, like, I feel like from the get-go, you were kind of like, I like my bad boys.
Yes,
and like,
have.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, I don't know, do you feel like Nick is that?
No, I don't think, like, Nick is, like, a bad boy. He's more like a sweet guy. Yeah.
So what made you go? You went for the polar opposite here.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Lana put me to it.
Yeah. And was that kind of like tricky adjusting to? Because look, I know what it's like when you're into your bad boys. You kind of have a set way of thinking. Yeah. I hear it. And I guess to break out of that, you must have to really like the person and see them for who they are.
Exactly. But I really did, like, I was really interested in Nick because he was, like, different from what I was used to. And he's, like, a very calm guy. And I am the crazy girlfriend. And he's always, like, calm down. Like, he grounds me. And I really like that about him. Yeah.
And I feel like Nick was really making an effort for you. He was so patient with you.
He was.
Yeah.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of guys would, like, wait around for you to, like... decide whether to go left or right.
Yeah, and there was a lot of deciding in places, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Because obviously, one thing I'd say about you is you definitely kept your options open at times, which is good. I guess that's what the show's all about, right?
Exactly.
There's a lot of hot people around. You're like, and then Shawn came in. Now, when we're going back to the beginning and talking about your genuine type, the whole Michael B. Jordan, I saw that in Shawn, so I immediately knew, yeah.
Shit's about to go down.
It's about to go down with Jawa. It's about to go down. How did you feel when you first saw Shawn in there?
I was like, I was like, oh my God, who is this man? Because I remember Lana saying, if you type in on Google the hottest black man, his picture will pop up first.
Actually, do you know what? Let me type in hot black man and see what comes up.
Please do.
Man. Oh,
Lana is like really good in
hold
research.
Hold on, Shawn comes up.
Oh my God.
Shawn and a bunch of other hot black men. So Lana wasn't lying.
She wasn't lying.
She wasn't lying.
She did her homework.
Yeah, she did her homework, exactly.
Yeah.
So you obviously saw Shawn, who is one of the hot black men of Google.
Yes.
How did that make you feel? Were you like, immediately, I need to go for him, I need to drop everything and just pursue?
No, I didn't feel like I have to drop everything and pursue Shawn. Like, I don't want to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
But it's just that, like, I had wandering eyes, so I had to like think for myself, like, why do I have wandering eyes, and why is my attention getting shifted that way?
Yeah.
Is it because I'm just going back to my old patterns, as in like running away from love, or is it just like, trying to stay comfortable?
Yeah.
Like I didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
At the time. And you could, like, I think you saw, like, how confused I was. I was
you
just
were
like,
so
oh
confused.
my God, what am I going to do?
So were you torn in between, like, a deep connection and lust? Because it was kind of a bit of that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, from what I got, I feel like you looked at Shawn and you were like, if I got to know him, I might be able to like him and he might actually be a nice person. I think you just wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, which you did.
Exactly. Because
you did get to know him and you even told, you were honest with Nick.
I had to. I feel like at the end of the day, honesty counts. And yeah, I didn't want to leave the retreat with the question like, oh my God, what if he was like someone I could be potentially interested in? But like, maybe if Shawn would have like came in earlier in the retreat, it would have been different. But I've been through the whole retreat with Nick, and we've built such a good, genuine connection together, and we did the workshops together, and we'll have our little chats at night, and we'll talk about everything. And yeah, I didn't want to like lose all that for lust, even though the man is hot. Okay, he's hot, guys. He's hot. Okay.
But do you feel like with Shawn, because obviously, you know, you explored it with Shawn, then you eventually went back to Nick. Do you feel like with Shawn, you explored everything you could have explored? Or do you feel like you wish you gave it a bit more time to get to like see more of him?
I think I should have... I did really want more time with Shawn to get to know him more, but obviously like the retreat was coming to an end, and I already felt this type of way about Nick, and Shawn was more like a comfort zone, like Dominic said that, for example. She explained it very well. And I feel like Nick was like a new beginning, and he challenged me to become this new version of myself, this strong girl who can communicate and can say how she feels, and also just... It taught me to like let my guard down and just to let love in for once. Yeah.
But you know what? You were tempted, sis, because there was one time you said, look, I'm jumping in the man's bed. You said, I'm jumping in Shawn's bed.
God.
You were like, bye, I'll let you know how it goes.
Oh my God. Like...
So what was the thought process around that? Were you like, I want to at least experience it?
No. It's not like I got into bed with him to...
No, but isn't just experience. What is it like to at least sleep next to the guy, for goodness sake? Like,
maybe just a little bit. But I just wanted to have like this chat with him, just like talk. We talked all night that night, and yeah.
So I guess that's a good window to get to know someone. You're sleeping next to them and you're talking to them for hours.
Yes, but like people wouldn't see it that way, obviously, but...
No, but if you broke the rules, Lana would have told us. So we know you didn't break the rules with him.
Strangled me.
Yeah.
Nah, I did not break any rules. No.
Where was Lana? Like, she saw everything.
She saw everything. She sees everything.
Every small thing Lana saw. Were there things that you did and you were like, Lana couldn't have seen that?
No, she sees everything.
Really?
Yeah, she sees everything.
So
even like when I was kissing Nick under the blanket, she even saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Crazy.
But I'm sure you probably thought maybe I can get away with it.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but she saw. Yeah.
She is everywhere.
She's everywhere.
Wow. Now, back to Shawn. What was it like? Oh my gosh, I'm screaming because there was a scene actually where Shawn was giving you, like, was it like a leg massage? And then Nick walked in. Oh,
forgive me,
just
Father.
The silence. Just at this point, just pray for Nick. Prayers for Nick.
Pray for my soul.
Pray for your soul. I said, oh my gosh. That's when I thought, right, it's the end here. Nick's packing his bags. He's out. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, but did you see him walk in?
No.
Oh no.
I didn't see him.
So when you watched that back, how did you feel?
I was like, oh my God. But obviously, like later on the show, I told him that it happened. I was honest about it. And we had this session in the where we get ready.
Yeah.
And I told him. And I was like,
he was so patient with you.
Very, very patient.
Wow.
Yeah.
And eventually, and I'm not going to lie, I was surprised. I actually thought, yep, you're swayed, you're with Shawn. Eventually, obviously, you went back to Nick. And is that because you realised that actually Nick liked you on a more deeper level? Because he kept on speaking about his emotions for you. It wasn't just lust, actually. It was real, I don't know if I want to say love, but real deep like.
It really was. So, sometimes, we all make mistakes, and sometimes we just want to go for the first shiny thing that we see. But yeah, for a moment, I just sat down and thought to myself, like, is this really what I want? This guy has so much patience with me, and he's so kind and sweet to me. Like, where do you, like, in this time and age, like, it's really hard to find someone like that. Yeah. So I had to go back. I had to.
Wow.
It did still my heart.
Oh my heart is warm. And look, eventually you did go back and you both won the show.
Yeah, we did.
Congratulations. I know I said it earlier, but you lot must have been fuming because you were breaking so many rules.
Yeah.
And the money went down because of you two.
Yeah,
partly because of you two.
Yeah.
So after the show ended, obviously it's long distance. Where's Nick? Is in like LA? Is he?
No, Nick lives in Detroit.
Michigan, and then you obviously went back home where you are. Was it FaceTiming? How did you guys keep it up in the first instance?
So in the first instance was like we talked on FaceTime. Like I'm really not a FaceTime person. I don't like calling people. But it was so different
I
because
hate
like
FaceTime so much.
I hate it so
I
much.
hate it.
I
Like,
literally
why do
get a
people
heart
just-
attack when
It's
someone
just like, I don't want anyone to see me right now. I'm in bed.
Yeah, like just let me be.
Honestly.
Or text me.
Like someone FaceTimed me the other day. I'm like, hold on, what makes you think I want you to see my face at 6 a.m. in the morning? This is ridiculous. Anyways, you FaceTime each other.
Yeah, we FaceTimed
Yeah.
each other like a lot for a whole month.
Okay.
So till like from December till I think 11th of January-ish, I know all the dates.
Wow. And did you have any FaceTime dates? Because one of my good friends is actually in a long-term, long-distance relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And he has FaceTime dates with his partner.
Oh my
Did
god!
you guys
that's
ever
so
manage
cute.
to do it?
No,
Because you can watch the film at the same time, like press play now. Or
Well, people do that.
Yeah, press play now, and then you're both watching the film together. Oh, what do you think about that? Oh, what do you think about that? So you're both like you're basically in the cinema, but over FaceTime. Or you could have like a meal together. I did this a lot in lockdown. Actually, I had a lot of like FaceTime dates over lockdown.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you'd both
I've
order
never
Nando's.
done that.
You could order the person Nando's, and then you're eating at the same time. So, tell me, what do you do
How's
for a
the
living?
chicken? Do you like the peri-peri sauce?
So how was the FaceTime Ming and?
So it wasn't really a FaceTime date. It was more like just
Hi.
getting to know each other more and more and more. And he will tell me things about himself, and I will tell him more about myself, and then we will chat like every day.
Yeah.
And then he decided to move to London,
Okay.
and then I got here as well, and we lived here I think for 2 months I think
Oh, so you guys actually lived together for 2 months?
here in London. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And what was that like? Because that's quite a big jump, isn't it? Because that's
it was a really big jump.
going from being in a retreat, where it's a big TV show, to obviously FaceTiming, and now you're in each other's lives. That's a very big thing.
Exactly, it's a very big thing. But also just like moving away from like your hometown to live with someone, that's like a lot. Like it's
But
a
it
lot.
shows that the connection was real.
Definitely. The connection was definitely real. And then from there we went on to Bali, lived there for 3 months.
What? Sorry,
Yeah.
hold on. What? Take it slow. So let's talk about London. So when you two were in London, and you moved in together, how did that feel? Did it feel like this feels quite cool? Did it feel like, oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't have done it so soon?
Well, at first, like, obviously, like, I was so excited and I just,
Yeah.
like, wanted to get to know him and I just
Yeah.
wanted to be around him because I was just so over the head for him.
And what sort of things did you guys do? Did you go on dates? Did you?
We did go on dates. We will go to the movies. We will meditate together.
Yeah.
We will read books together, watch
Wow.
movies together. He loves red wine and I love red wine, so we had a lot of
Wow.
red wine
So do
evenings.
I. You should have brought me there. I could have
Oh
been the
my
third
God.
wheel.
I'll
Now,
take you
at this
next
point,
time.
remember, when you're drinking your red wine in London and you're going
Yeah.
to the movies, the public don't know that you guys are the winners of Too Hot to Handle.
No one
So
has
you're
to-
walking and you're like, you guys gonna know me in a year's time. Now, you're doing all of this.
Yeah.
And you're enjoying it. It's feeling great. Everything's on a great path.
Yeah.
And you've now said, you know what, we want to move to another country. That's another big step to your relationship. That
very
shows
big
that we like each other so much that we now want to explore another side of the world together. Continue.
So we just we booked our tickets to Bali and we went to
Wow.
Bali. We started off in the northern part of Bali in this little village
Wow.
called Tejakula, just like full of
Wow.
locals.
Yeah.
And it was so nice. And we had this priest who makes like traditional Balinese food.
Wow.
I love spicy food. Nick likes spicy food, so like that was amazing.
Yeah.
We went waterfall chasing in Bali as well,
Amazing.
and we climbed Mount Batur together.
Wow.
Yeah, it was incredible.
This is great. This is proper. Like, how did your family, your friends feel about all of this?
So at first my family was like, "Oh no, she's in love. Buckle up, guys."
This is what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah. So my family will like check up on me and be like, "Are you okay? Are you sure like this is what you want to do?" Because like it was a lot. It was like really a lot from coming out of the show, going straight into the relationship,
Yeah.
living together, and then like being around this person 24/7 and just like being on the other side of the world. Like it was a lot. It was a lot, but I enjoyed it and I learned so much about myself.
And yeah, I'm quite proud of you actually, because in the show you were very open and you even said that, you know, like you initially were quite scared to be vulnerable with him. And I think you were speaking about because of just like your life and things you've been through in your life. So do you feel like you kind of broke that mold a bit and you were able to do that, to be a bit more vulnerable? And,
Yes,
and to be a bit-
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. I've never done that before, so I'm like really proud of myself.
Yeah.
That I let my guard down for once and I fell in love with Nick.
Yeah.
And I really, really, really did love him.
And you don't regret it?
No, I don't regret it at all. And it made me the girl I am today, and I'm so, so proud of it too. Thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. And let's go back to Bali. So Bali has finished, it's 3 months, is it?
Yeah, 3 months in Bali.
Cool. So after Bali, what happens? Do you decide to come back? Has all the 3 months been squeaky clean? Have you just enjoyed everything and said we're going to move back to London? What's happened towards the end of those 3 months?
So basically, we went to America to meet his parents in Detroit.
Oh, gosh, there's another country involved.
Yeah, another
Goodness gracious, no!
continent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, before that, we also went to Singapore.
Oh.
That was also nice.
Gosh, I mean, they're touring the world at this point.
was also nice,
Wow,
yeah.
okay. So
Yeah,
this
that
is
was
good.
nice, yeah.
So you've gone to Singapore and then you've gone to America to meet his family. And what was that like for you?
That was amazing.
Wow.
He has an amazing family, and it was good to see like where he grew up and just see another side of Nick.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I went to a Detroit game. What's the team in Detroit?
You're asking the wrong person. I know nothing about sports. I don't even know who won the World Cup. I don't know. Ask my mom
Wait, is
yesterday
the
who won
World
the
Cup over already?
That's a good question. I don't know. Is it?
Is the World Cup over?
It's over. I've been watching Shawn to Handle, for goodness sake. I've not been watching the World Cup. I'm waiting for Love Island 2. I don't watch it.
Oh my God, we're so slow.
So yeah, apparently the World Cup. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. Detroit, you watched a cool game.
Yeah.
Basketball.
No, basketball. It was American football.
American football.
I loved it, and how
Wow.
everyone is like cheering and they eat hot dogs. Oh, by the way, the food in America is so like
Really?
everything's so big.
See, no. I get tempted. I feel like that's like Five Guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've been to Five Guys here, and the
Yeah.
burgers are just humongous.
Right.
And after I eat it, I just feel like I need to go to an STI clinic or something because it's just like I feel like I've done something so bad. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, gosh, I just start praying for my sins when I've eaten a Five Guys burger.
Right.
But I know that's how I feel with American food. I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah.
And it just looks humongous.
Humongous.
It looks
And
tasty though.
It's very tasty. It's very tasty, but very unhealthy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've had so much fun in America. What's the next step after that?
So after that, I came back. Oh, I went to the Rocky Mountains
Okay.
by myself and my cousin. Just to little explore trip.
Yeah.
And after that, I came back to London, and that's like when the relationship like came to an end.
Okay. I mean, but why did it just come to an end? Was it because the trip was done? Like, I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Did you gradually start to learn that, oh, maybe this isn't right?
So like towards the end of the relationship, I start to learn that like I want to go a different direction, and he wants to go into music, and I want to go into like acting and modeling, and he wants to be based in the US.
Okay, fine.
And I like at the time I didn't really know if I was like ready to be based there. So we just came to an agreement that it was best that he went his way and I went his way, my way.
That's a big decision to make because you know you've fallen in love with someone and you've essentially traveled the world with this person.
Yeah.
Was that a hard decision to make?
It was hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was like I think the first heartbreak I've ever felt in my life. I think so. But yeah, it kind of told me a lot about myself. And right now, like I'm single and I'm so not so ready to mingle.
Really?
Like no, like hell no.
Wow, I need to be like you. What do you mean?
Oh my God.
Why? You're not ready to like talk to other guys now. You're closing
No, like
off.
I can talk to guys, like we can go on a date, but like I just don't see myself like dating at the moment because I have this dream that I want to work towards, and I just love how I get up every morning and I just learn new things about myself, and I'm constantly like growing and becoming the woman that I want to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like the more time I spend in my 20s to get to know me, that will be like easier when I reach like my 30s.
Wow.
I'm only 22, but it sounds like I'm almost reaching the 30s.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm screaming. Because you're so mature. Like, so is love off bounds for a couple of years then? Yeah, or is it a self-love journey now then?
It's a self-love journey. Yes.
Wow.
It's a self-love journey.
Wow. And have you been in touch with the other castmates? Have you been able to hang out with them?
Yes, I have. I was a bit ill when the cast got here, so everyone was like, "Where's Jawa? Where's Jawa?" But I did really spend time with them, and they're amazing, and I'm really, really gonna miss all of them.
Yeah. So I mean, what's the I mean, now you've seen the cast after. Like, did you speak to Nigel again? Did you guys ever think, oh, maybe we could have? Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, Nigel is a sweet guy, but I don't see myself starting something with Nigel. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you're on this self-healing journey.
Yes, like Nigel is gone. Nigel is in part of my
Oh,
self-healing.
Jawa's gone. She's on this self-healing journey. She's not trying to. Yeah.
I'm not trying to ruin that, you know.
The girls, how was it catching up with the girls?
The girls are amazing. I love Britton and Dom.
Yeah.
And Sophie, Kayla. and Flavia.
Yeah,
Imogen.
yeah.
I haven't seen Imogen since we stopped filming.
Mm.
I miss her. But I really had a great time with the girls.
Yeah.
And I miss Britt and Dominique and Flavia so much.
Oh.
They were like the closest to me, so I miss them a lot.
Oh, where's James?
James is back in LA, right? That's where he
Oh
lives.
my! No, he was literally at this point. He was Lana's brother.
Yeah.
he was like he
Lana's
must have been
twin.
related to Lana because he
Yeah.
was trying to lock everything off. James wanted the coin.
He wanted it so
No,
bad.
do you know what? No, actually, do you know what? People say that James wanted the money, but I feel like James wanted whoever won to get the most they could get.
Yeah, definitely.
I think James
yeah.
is just a team player. I don't think,
Exactly.
because some people were like, oh, is he a game player? I don't think that's the case. I think he just wanted whoever wins this, let them get the most money they can get.
Exactly. James was really a team player, and he wanted us to like win as much as money as possible.
Yeah.
And like he wasn't doing it for himself. He was just like, the one who's gonna win this is gonna win this amount, and I'm gonna make sure you little fuckers don't break any rules.
Yeah.
Because we were going off, like literally off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you were definitely up there with one of the biggest rule breakers.
Yeah.
Seb and Kayla, oh my gosh, they did not play games.
They
now,
didn't,
when
they
it was
didn't.
reversed, were you a bit annoyed? Like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. When I heard they had sex, oh my god, I was just like,
You must have
they
been
did
livid.
it before me. I was
Yeah.
like, they did it before me. Like, come on. And then I was like, it's my turn, and that's when.
That's when you came back.
Yeah, with 3 rule breaks in a day, James was fuming, literally fuming.
But how fuming were people really behind the scenes? Were people actually like walking around like, was it tense because of the rule breaking at any points?
Well, it was really tense when Seb and Kayla had sex.
Yeah.
Oh, that really,
It shook the whole
that
retreat.
really shocked us. We were really pissed off. Like, everyone was just quiet.
Really?
Yeah, we were really upset about that one. Yeah,
But that's just a human though. It's a
yeah, but like, we didn't expect him to have sex.
Oh my
Hello, that is like
gosh.
30K. What was it, 50K? I think it was 50K, no?
What? The overall prize fund?
Yeah.
I'm sure the overall prize fund was like...
Of like the sex. And
Oh,
the-
yeah,
right?
something like that. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a big lump sum.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was a big one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. So right now, I'm going to ask you quick fire questions
Fire questions.
in a game of sip it or spill it. Okay?
Oh, God.
You have a choice of not answering the question. And if you don't answer the question, you just sip what's in your cup.
All right.
You can opt out. But if you want to spill the tea, you're more than welcome to say it. Remember, sipping the tea is just as shady as spilling the tea.
Good one. I see what you're trying to do, Will.
Exactly.
Okay,
Cool. Did you find Shawn more sexually attractive than Nick?
Will!
You've got two options.
Oh, my God. Sexually attractive?
Yeah. You can answer if you want. You don't have to answer if you don't want to answer.
Okay, I'm gonna answer. I feel like Shawn, like body, everything, like the man is hot. So I gotta say, like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
It
say,
is what it is.
it is what it is.
Cool. Have you ever in the past played two or more guys at the same time, talking to same time? Got you on there, got you there, got you in the back, got you in France, got you in LA, got you there.
No. I feel like I don't have energy for that. I don't have energy for that. Like,
It's
imagine,
a lot of work, isn't it? It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. My grandma is always like, Jawa, you're so stupid. You should always have 3 boyfriends. I'm like, Grandma, I don't have energy. Imagine texting 3 people good morning every morning.
Can you imagine that?
It's exhausting. No.
Well, you can start scheduling messages, you know, so that they all go out at 9 a.m. Like, it's possible. Actually, no, you can schedule tweets, but can you schedule texts?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no, that
but
makes it hard,
Even
doesn't it?
doing the scheduling part is like hard.
It's a job.
Yeah.
Like, it's a proper profession, isn't it? Yeah.
Literally, you
Get
have
your
to sit
assistants.
down. Let me see. Send boyfriend 1. Good morning, honey. Boyfriend 2. Where were you last night? Boyfriend 3. I need to go shopping today. Okay, take me.
Cool. Who was the shadiest castmate in there?
The shadiest castmate? Mm-hmm. What do you mean? As in shady?
Yeah, isn't who was the shadiest? Who was the shadiest castmate? The person who's a bit shady. You just rather not. You're like, shady.
Oh, child, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna start about that. Not today.
No, I'm not ready today.
No,
Cool.
not today. I have
Fine.
time, but not that much of time.
I've not got that type of time. Thank you. Cool. Who was the biggest game player?
Biggest game player.
Yeah. Really?
That is like if you play games, no? Or
Oh, come on, chat. No, who was the biggest game player in the villa? Who was in the retreat and they were in there for the game, like they were in there for the money, they didn't care about the love, they were a game player.
oh no, that was James.
Really though?
Yeah.
I don't know. I disagree with people when they say that.
Really? I would
I'm
say
fighting for James, man. Because I just feel like, go on, what's your opinion?
I feel like James was really like into like have like at the end of the retreat he wanted the one to that was gonna win to have like the most money. And he was literally Lana's sidekick. Literally, James.
He was.
Yeah, James was watching.
But there's
us.
nothing wrong with being a goody two shoes. I mean,
No, there's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. But at times I was just like, just let me have fun, boy. Just this once.
yeah.
Just let me go off.
Wow.
Yeah.
So James, the biggest game player.
Yes.
Jawa, what's the future for? I don't know, man. I feel like I need to see you in love soon. I need it.
You need to see me in love soon.
Again, I need to
knows?
see it.
Maybe one
You
day.
deserve it. But you know what? On this show, you really did take us through a journey. You took us through the beginning. You were like this like fun, wild child. And then we really saw you soften up. And then we saw you fall in love. Obviously, things didn't work out with Nick. But
Yeah.
I just think on this show, it was really good to see your journey. And look, even though it was 10 episodes, I believe there should be more. Okay, Netflix, you'll hear from me and my management. I believe there should be more. Like,
Yeah.
I do feel like throughout the whole show, you really did show us all the different sides to you, and it was refreshing to see.
Oh, thank
So,
you. Will.
word on to you on just being yourself, really. How's the reception been on social media? Because I know a lot of people have been really supporting you.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of love, like a lot of love. It really shocks me sometimes. Sometimes I'm just sitting on my couch and I'm just going through the comments and I'm just like, oh my God,
Wow.
it's so nice. Like people are so nice,
Yeah.
like really nice. But obviously like the show just came out, so I don't know how this is going to progress in a couple of months. But for now, it's just like a lot of love. But I gotta like say one thing, and that is like the Somali community in general. That was very hard for me to like just watch like, oh my God, people that don't know you and are just making all these assumptions about me just because I'm Somali. It just didn't feel okay. That
So-
didn't feel okay.
Yeah, exactly. And that must have been quite hard as well.
Yeah, it's
Because sometimes it be your own people, you know.
Yeah.
It's not, sometimes it does, I get it, it's more, it be your own people.
Yes, definitely.
But no matter what, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Any New Year's resolutions?
Yes, I'm just gonna be the best version of myself, like always.
Yeah.
Gonna try to become the woman that I want to become one day. I want to go into acting. I want to go more into modeling.
Yeah.
And I really want to do charity work as well,
Yeah.
and just help kids who are in need.
Yeah.
So I might be working towards my own foundation, charity foundation. Yeah.
Wow.
So those three things are just like on my list right now.
That is amazing.
Self-love.
The world is your oyster. Jawahir, thank you so much for joining me on the show.
Thank you, Will.
On next week's episode of Reality, Too Hot to Handle star Seb and Kayla are in the studio to spill all the tea. See you there.